Hi there, welcome back. So we're gonna set up for next week. This has been, we'll get into it, but I am late. I apologize. I tried to record it yesterday. Today's Sunday. I tried to record yesterday and my son kept interrupting me, and then we had AT&T come back out. We've just had it's been a long week, so I'll get into it, but we are going to use my August kit from Sterling Ink, and I'm going to go ahead and set up the month because we are into August already, and I'm using this beautiful cover that I've had for a while from Paperbound Creations. I love Cynthia. If you're looking for a good vegan option for a cover, check her out. I have so many from her, and they're such good quality. Like, I've had this one for probably over a year at this point, but I have some that I've had from her for years. I've been shopping with her for a long time. So, I think we'll just get into it. Is this it? Yeah, the 5th through the 11th, I'm going to put my little, it is laying pretty flat, but I'm going to put my little cute cat clip. I don't even know if you'll be able to see it. There we go. When I move it over, you will. So we'll get the stickers and my Tombow. I'm using Tombow 620. I'm not sure how, oh, can you see the number? Where's it at? I don't know if it's focusing. There we go, 620. I don't know how well it's going to match. It's more of a pinky purple, but I don't really have anything. I don't think. I tried to look and see. Most of them are very pink. I don't really have something that's like more of a purpley pink. I have more of a blue. I guess I could use the green again, but I think I'm going to go, I think we'll use this. It'll be fine. So I'm going to tell you everything that's been going on, and we'll get this kind of in the center. Finally got my nails done, trimmed down a little bit. I really like the color. Just fun for, I was going to go for fall, and I was like, we'll do one more week or 2 more weeks, however long, until I get them done again. But yeah, so all right, so we're going to use the August. So this is the little sampler. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and set up August's monthly because I don't have any stickers down on that either. So let's go ahead and set this up, and we'll just try to find maybe a few little things here and there to put down. But yeah, so these last couple of weeks have been, this week in particular has been really bad. We have been without internet. I did make a post that my Friday video was going to be late because we didn't have internet. So we have been, it has been pretty much a nightmare because I think that'll be okay. Monday evening, we got home from work and it wasn't working. So we did troubleshooting online, and then I called AT&T and they couldn't figure out what was going on with it. So they said they would send somebody out. Okay, great. Or not send, I'm sorry. They said they would send a new router. Okay, that sounds good. It would be here Wednesday. They were overnighting it, but since it had been so late in the evening, it was going to be Wednesday before it arrived. So, okay, that's fine. I'll deal with it. So Wednesday came, and it was supposed to be delivered sometime like between 10 and 1, I think. And it didn't show up. 8 o'clock, after 8 actually, it showed up finally. So I set it all up. It still didn't work. So I called and I was like, if they tell me they're gonna have to send out another router, it's gonna take 2 more days. It's gonna be Friday. We're gonna be well into the weekend before we get this all sorted out. So I called them back. They said, well, at that point, they didn't think that another router would fix the problem. So they were going to just send out a technician. Great, perfect. I think this is all I'm gonna do. I just wanted a little bit to put down the stickers. So then we get into what they said, that they were going to send out somebody, but it was going to be Saturday before they could have somebody. So this was Wednesday. Yeah, it was Wednesday night. And they were like, yeah, we can't send anybody out until Saturday. And I was like, that's really not acceptable. I mean, we've already been without internet. I don't understand why, you know, I mean, I do, because people, you know, people work this. It's not something they can just do online, but I was still pretty upset by the fact that it was going to be, you know, 2 more days. We don't have, I mean, like, I don't know. I guess I think I'm going to use that one. I really like that. That's really pretty. Let me make sure. Is it? Yeah, I think it doesn't really matter if it goes that way. I'm going to put it down that way. I think that looks nice. So, anyway, you know, I mean, like, I lived without internet, you know, it shouldn't be that big of a deal, but really we don't have anything. Everything we have is attached to internet. So we couldn't do like any kind of movies. I don't have like a DVD player or anything like that. We have the PlayStation, which you can play DVDs on, but at this point we've gotten rid of most of them because we have the digital versions of pretty much everything we own. So I was like, okay, well, I guess we don't really have anything we can watch. I have a hard time falling asleep if I don't have some kind of TV on. So anyway, you know, I was upset, but whatever, it was what it was. There was nothing I could do about it. So they told me that I could continue to check, that sometimes there were cancellations. So that's what I was going to do, was just keep an eye out and try to find an earlier appointment. So Thursday when I went into work, I had just on chance had opened up the app and they actually had a Friday morning appointment. So I was like, oh, that's wonderful. So that was, you know, a day earlier. So I scheduled that. Christian was going to be home. I wouldn't have to take any time off work. Perfect. So then am I going to use, how did I do that last time? I think I whited them out. I guess I could just put, I don't think I'm going to use those. I think I'm just going to leave it like this. I really liked how I highlighted the days last time, and it doesn't add extra bulk. So I think I'm going to just do that. So we had that appointment scheduled. Somebody came out on Friday morning. He was really nice, but he was just like, yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I have no idea what's wrong. So they escalated our case. Okay, great. A lady called me and she was like, yeah, I'm part of the escalation team. We have escalated your case because there's an outage in your area. And I was like, okay, that's kind of funny because my mom has AT&T and she doesn't have an outage, but okay. That's fine. You know, how soon am I gonna, you know, have some kind of answer? And she said, oh, well, we will, well, everything should be back online, you know, within 24 hours. You shouldn't have to wait, but we will definitely reach back out to you. in 24 hours. Just make sure everything is up and working. Okay. Thank you. You know, there's nothing else I can do about it. So I'm just, all right, thanks. So then, I think I'm going to put this on the review page and lay it down like that. So 24 hours came and went, no call, internet's still not working. So at this time it is, Saturday, early afternoon. Now this whole time, I'm also in the process of purchasing a car because mine has been having some, my car has 220 some thousand miles on it. It's had a good life. It's an 06. I love my car though. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love that thing, and I wish they still sold them because that's what I would buy. But anyway, they don't make them anymore, so I mean, I guess I could have bought a used one because I bought a used car, but I couldn't really find one that was in the price range that I was looking at, so I just bought something else. So, yeah, I'm trying to purchase a car amidst all of this back and forth with the internet. Now, so we have phones. Our phones work. We have hotspots on our phones that we ran out quickly. So by this point, I hadn't slept in several days. I was exhausted, and I still am. But let's see. I'm trying to use up some of the different stickers. So I need to grab this out. So I had to get insurance on my new car before they'll deliver it, which I didn't really understand or knew anything about. So it was a little, after everything was done with the purchasing of the car, they sent me an email and said, okay, before we deliver it, we're going to have you have insurance. I was like, oh, okay. So I was shopping around and I found a pretty good deal because my current car only has liability. I don't owe anything on it. I've owned it since actually I paid cash for it. So I've owned it for, 8 or 9 years. And I just had liability on it. It wasn't a very expensive car. And I thought, well, if I wreck it and it's my fault, then I guess we will just buy a new one. So anyway, I hadn't had full coverage since everything started going up, all the prices. So I was searching around. I wasn't sure if I was going to go with my current company or a new one. So anyway, I found a pretty good deal, and I, paid the premium for, 6 months or whatever, I did 3 months and then 3 months because it was cheaper and I didn't want to come up with all that money all at once and buying a car. So, I did 3 months and 3 months. That's what I was doing. And, they sent me an email saying that they needed more information before they could process my order. And I was like, what are you talking about? I have to have this insurance proof before they'll deliver my car. I need this now. So they're saying that there is some kind of issue with the car that I bought, that there was a, what's it called? Ignition error where people are able to steal these things. Well, this is news to me. I guess I didn't do the research I should have. But I was like, what are they talking about? So my son tells me all about how people are able to steal these cars. But anyway, Kia was supposed to, I bought a Kia Soul. It's like the most like my current car in size and shape. And I'm a creature of habit and I have a hard time with change. So I thought that would probably be the best step, was to buy something similar to what I already owned. Anyway, so I sent them an email and I was like, because this is like Saturday evening. No. This was Friday evening. So I bought the car on Friday. Got the email Friday night about needing insurance. So I was searching for insurance. So we hadn't dealt with any more of the internet stuff yet. They just, couldn't fix it. And we were waiting the 24 hours at that point. So I am like freaking out because I'm like, already bought this car and then what are they're gonna just cancel it. And mind you, it was a pretty good deal. At least I feel. I mean, the car is practically new. It has like 35,000 miles on it. And it was a 2016, but it was, I don't know if it was owned by like, somebody who worked from home or who didn't drive a lot. But I mean, like, obviously COVID, people didn't drive a lot during those years. So I don't know. But anyway, very low on mileage. So I was happy with the purchase. I thought it was a good deal. I didn't want to risk losing it. So anyway, I sent them an email back and I'm like, I don't even know what to do at this point because I need the insurance before they'll deliver the car. I can't get you the information you need about whether or not this has been done on the car, the repair that they're requesting. So I went through like the Carfax on the car and it looked like that had been done. They did some kind of ignition repair thing and it looked like it had been done according to the Carfax. So I was like, I don't know what to do. So I just decided, okay, so my current insurance company can't be that much higher. So even if I had to do it for like a month, I would just get insurance so I could get the car here and then we would deal with it later if I needed to change policies or do something else. So the only way I could get my policy was to go to the local branch. So Steven had to work Saturday. I was still waiting on the insurance, I'm having a hard time with all this. I was having to wait on the internet, the 24 hours to be up to, see what the next steps were. So Steven had to work. He went in at 5 a.m. and was getting off at 1. My insurance company closed at 2. So I was going to have however long I had in between him getting home and me getting down there to get this policy instated. And so I'm sitting here at the house all by myself on Saturday, just waiting. And the 24 hours comes and goes. And I'm like, okay, I haven't heard anything from them. I need an answer on this internet. This is just not acceptable at this point. They're saying it's an outage, but, nobody else in our area is having a problem. So I call them and I was like, we've been through this for a while now. I need to know. I need somebody to tell me what the problem is and when my internet's going to be fixed. And the guy was like, oh, yeah, I understand. Give me a minute. I'm going to talk to, I'm going to see what's going on. And I said, well, the case was escalated yesterday. Do you not see those notes? And he's like, well, no, I don't see anything here on the escalation, but I see where you've had a technician come out and that we've replaced your router like 3 times. Okay, yeah, it's not the router issue. Like, it's got to be something with my account. That was my thought the whole time. So he was like, he said, yeah, sure, I think the same thing, but, we have to go by our policies and whatever. Okay, whatever, just, put me on hold, that's fine. So he comes back and he says, so my dispatch team says that there are no outages in your area. There is nothing going on that is affecting the area there. he said, so I'm going to send out a technician. I was like, hold up. We've already had a technician. The guy said that he couldn't do anything. He replaced all the wiring in our house, everything. He said that there was nothing more he could do. The guy was like, no, I'm going to send out like an outside technician. So he should be able to switch the port, and that should get your internet working. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. I mean, at this point, I was just like, I don't know. Why can't you just just do a whole new thing? Give me a new account, do all new service, whatever you need to do. He said, well, I think this would be the best option to get you guys up and running as soon as possible. But the thing is, I can't get an outside technician out there until Monday. It was Saturday. Oh, I was so upset. So I said, whatever you need to do. And he said, well, there is one other option. I can send a regular technician out to you today. And hopefully they can escalate it while they're there and get an outside technician out the same day. And I said, okay, whatever you think is going to get me service the quickest, because I need to sleep. I just can't. I don't know. I need some sort of, it's definitely not the right color, but it'll be all right. But I just needed to sleep at that point. I was just exhausted. So he said, well, okay, he'll be out between 1 and 4, I think, on Saturday, which it was probably 12 at that point when I was talking to him. So I knew I needed to be at my insurance company at 2. But people at my house, there were people here, so it wasn't going to be a problem. So anyway, I'm sitting there waiting on Steven. It is 1:30 and he is almost home, or 1:25, something like that. So I get a call and it's the technician, and he says, hey, so I think I know what the issue is, and I think your internet's working. So will you just try it for me? And I tried it. It wasn't working. And he said, which was what the other guy said about 1,500 times. So I told him what had happened, what had gone on, and he said, oh, okay. So he said, well, I'm almost there. It'll be about 30 minutes. I said, that's perfect. There will be people here. I have to run out. Anyway, I'm trying to not make this drag on because I feel like I'm giving you guys a very in-depth playthrough of what happened. So, I go down and I'm working on getting my insurance. So I get that all sorted. It actually works out to be fairly similar to the other company's price. So I'm good. It's fine. So, I get back home and the guy hadn't gotten here yet. So we live right in the middle of town, and the insurance company is, I don't know, about 2 minutes away. So I got back here before he got here. So when he gets here, he says, I'm pretty sure that this is an error in your account. I said, yeah, that's what I've been saying, but nobody wants to listen to me because I don't do this for a living. Sorry. Spelling in my brain and talking are not. So he said, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is, but they're not wanting to listen to me either. So he said, I have to go through the steps before they'll do what I want them to do. And I'm just, okay, whatever you need to do, I'm here. Let me know if you need anything. So he goes through and replaces the router. So now at this point, we've had 4 different routers. None of them work. He's done all this extra stuff, and he comes back in. He says, can you try it for me? And I was like, nah, yeah, sure, no problem. So I try it, nothing. He said, okay, so I'm gonna go back out. And he said, I guess I'm gonna have to yell at these people because they won't do anything on their end that I'm asking them to do, and I've exhausted all attempts on this end of anything I can do. So he said, I know it's something in your account. There's got to be something hanging this activation up. So he comes back in about, I don't know, he'd been out there for a while. And, oh, I hope I have enough room. And so he asked me to check and see if our internet was showing our original, like I renamed my internet something cheeky. So I'm not going to say what it is because it's actually part of my name. But anyway, it's just funny. And so it's labeled that. And I was like, oh my goodness. And he said, just check it. And he already knew it was working. And he was like king of the day. That's what I told him. I was so excited because it was something with our account. So when they had sent out that first replacement, modem, she didn't put the order in right. So it didn't clear out the old one. So it was just stacking, I guess, the modems on top of each other, which prevented the new one from activating because she should have cleared out like the old one. Anyway, so that was the whole problem. It had nothing to do with an outage. It had nothing to do with anything. The original modem did quit working. That was the initial issue, but it just wouldn't reactivate the new one. Until they got that cleared out. I was so mad. But also so excited and so happy. So our internet is finally up and working again. I couldn't be happier because last night I turned on some YouTube and I was out like a light and I slept. I woke up a couple of times, but man, I'm still exhausted. I could still probably sleep another 2 or 3 hours easy, which I might go take a nap here in a little bit. But I wanted to get this video done, edited, and hopefully it will be uploaded this evening. Because I like to do mine. I like to keep mine on a schedule, so I don't like to upload just whenever. I always try to upload at 9 p.m. on whatever day I upload it, but I always try to make that Friday, you know. Hence the Friday videos. I did film another What's in My Bag. I got a new Lulu, so you guys seem to like the Lulu bag. Well, I got so many views from that. I mean, you guys might not like it, but other people did. I don't know. But I got a lot of views from that Lulu, but I got a new Lulu, and this one's just a little bit different than the other one, and I really like the new one, so I'm excited. But I did film that because it was a pretty quick video, and I knew this one was going to be longer, so I was trying to film this one, and Christian kept interrupting me yesterday, so now we've got them both done, and so I'm going to get them both edited, and hopefully, like I said, this one should go up tonight. It's Sunday. The other one, I'll probably have it go up Monday or maybe Wednesday. So that'll give me a little bit more time to edit it. I'm going to go ahead and edit this one. But we've got everything all laid out. So yeah, so we have internet finally after a week almost. And then I have a new car. So I will share pictures. Like I said, it's not getting delivered until Tuesday evening, so I will share pictures in my next video. I could share the online pictures, but I'd rather just share pictures of it in my possession. So I will share that with you guys next video. But I think this one is done. So we went ahead and did our August. Oh, you know what? Let's throw a couple of stickers down on the tracker, but we have the August, we did the weekly, and then where's my tracker? I still am absolutely loving this planner. I did already set this up because I was gonna mark it, and then I just never got into it. So I'm just gonna throw a little bit of something down. It's gonna have to be small. So maybe this. And then I'm still like not sure. I mean, I know I want to use this planner for next year. That is definitely my goal, to use this one. But I still kind of want to see, I don't know what Sterling Ink, I know she started to launch her lineup for next year. So I don't know if she's going to do a pocket planner or not. I haven't seen that yet. And so I'm a little bit, I don't know though, because everything that's in this one is just pretty much, yeah, these cute little leaves that have some silver on them. Put them around. But I really, I don't know. I really like the fact that the Sterling Ink is all one book. That's kind of my whatever. But then I thought, well, this being thinner and having more stuff, I could put some stuff back here, memory planning, and it still would just be one book. I would just have 2 of them for the whole year, which really doesn't matter because I have some more space. But so I don't know, but I'm gonna see what their lineup is. But I mean, this planner is pretty much perfection for me. There's really nothing that she could do to add to it to make anything more. I don't know how to say it. I mean, I don't feel like there's anything missing. So I've read, I don't even know, what is today? Is it the 3rd? Yeah, wait, no. Because my car's coming on the 6th, which is Tuesday. So today is the 4th? Yeah. So I haven't read tonight yet, but, and then the 4th, so we'll have a YouTube post up tonight. Okay. And I'll have to go back and do my sleep hours. I haven't drawn my lines anyway. And then I did fill in, which is just kind of what I'm gonna do. I don't know where those pages are here. So at the end of July, my current YouTube subs and my Instagram, which I don't post enough on Instagram, but if you don't follow me there, I would appreciate it if you go give me a follow on Instagram. It's HeatherMariePlans instead of HeatherMariePlans because somebody had that taken already. But yeah, so that's just how I plan on using this. I don't really intend to put a lot on it. I guess I could mark off like the days. So, and then this week, I don't think do I have anything this week that I need to plan for? I don't think so. Next week is when I have like doctor's appointments. I have 2 next week. I have one on Tuesday at 4. I might try to change that one though. I don't know. But yep, so that's our week. I do absolutely love this planner. And I know a lot of you have been like picking it up, and I hope you guys love it as much as I do, because I absolutely think it's one of the best contenders out there right now for pocket size. I don't know. I know that the Weeks is something that I really looked into, and I was going to get it, but since I had already bought 2 of the Sterling Ink last year, I just didn't want to spend that money. So I am glad that I went ahead and picked this one up because I really love this planner. So I hope you guys are loving it as much as I do. And oh God, I didn't even get to tell you guys the coolest story. I just messed up all my stickers. I'm going to sort this out and I'm going to tell you guys this cool little story. And I was mentioned on the Pencast again. So Steven ordered some stuff from eBay and he got a box, and it was in the Goulet pen box, which if you're, you know, into inks and stationery and stuff, fountain pens, then I'm sure you know who Goulet is. But so I got mentioned on there again the second time. I feel like such a celebrity. But yeah, Steven got this box from them, but it wasn't from them. It was from, he has an RC hobby. He likes RC cars and buys stuff like that. And so the box was for him, and I was like, what did you get from Goulet? I'm like, oh, did you buy me something? was like, I didn't get anything from Goulet. And he flips it over and looks at it and he's like, it's to me. And I don't know. I was just like, yeah, sure. Okay. Well, he opens it up and it's RC car parts. And I was like, that's just crazy for it to come in a Goulet box because we love Goulet. And I mean, he bought my Mother's Day stuff from there. It was, anyway. So he messages the seller and he says, you know, hey, I got my parts and all this stuff. And he says, my fiance and I were like, kind of, you know, whatever, surprised by the Goulet box because we order from them and we neither of us had ordered anything. So the guy was like, oh yeah, it was my wife's stuff. She buys from there all the time. Anyway, long story short, they mentioned me and so they read my story because I wrote the story on there. But so she actually watches. And I was, because Steven's like my biggest like supporter. He'll tell everybody to watch. And so he told the guy that I had a YouTube channel and he was like, yeah, you should tell your wife to watch or something like that. And the guy was like, funny thing, she actually has watched your videos before. And so then she commented on my last video that, about this whole story, about them talking about it. Me and Steven have been talking about it like off and on nonstop for a week now. But it's just so funny that how communities merge, for one, because RCs and fountain pens, I mean, they're not really anything similar. But to have somebody have a hobby of fountain pens and their significant other, husband, having a RC hobby, and then the same for us, you know, it was just so funny. I thought that was such a neat little way to bring people together. So I still don't know your name and I'm not going to have you say it because I don't, you know, that's completely up to you. But thank you for watching. And it really means a lot to me. I love finding people, and I've met so many wonderful people in this community from my YouTube channel. So I've made some of my best friends. I have some very close people that I talk to outside of YouTube, and I am thankful for my community. But I just thought that was so cool, and I wanted to share that with you guys. So if you watch the Goulet Pencast, I'm mentioned again, and so is she. So yeah, I thought that was really cool. But I don't know. I'm a big nerd. Just that's all. But I want to thank all you guys who come and hang out with me and watch this stuff that I put on here and listen to me rant about my internet and all of my problems, because you guys are honestly the best. I couldn't ask for more fun group of people to chat with and hang out with at least one day a week, sometimes more. But I think that's going to be it. I won't keep you guys any longer. I am loving this planner. Check out Cynthia at Paperbound Creations for good vegan cover options, non-leather. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And it would mean the absolute world to me if you consider subscribing. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.